All right, guys. So, welcome to today's short screening session. Let's have a look at the leaders of the last weeks or months, and let's see if there is a setup we can trade. So, I basically search for consolidation, breakout patterns, or flag breakouts, or in this category. So, basically. I want to see some consolidation, want to see good support, and then I want to, watch the stocks until they potentially break out. And for that, I know what to look for, and so we go through the list together. So now we have the application open. We are scanning for the leaders, so that means all the U.S. stocks that are leading in the last 6 months, and we will just go through them and look at how they um, behaved. Have they clean? Do they have clean movement? Do they have clean charts, or are they choppy all over the place? Is there lots of randomness, or is there something interesting in there? So, yeah, let's start with American Airlines. So, airlines, as we know, they had a pretty harsh past in the last 5 years because we sit here in the weekly chart. So we had the Corona crisis. We went from $28 to sub $10 or at least sub $11. I don't see it here. Oh yeah, sure. No, I don't see it here, but yeah, around 9.35 something. So yeah, pretty weak actually. It was the same low as here. So yeah, 9.40, 924 something, whatever. Yeah, it then recovered a little bit in 21, went down again. So we have this long downtrend, and now it seems to potentially break out of this downtrend, but it's still not really out, right? So yeah, maybe here it broke out of this downtrend. But anyway, so it's flagging actually. It finds support from 10 on the 10-day moving average, which is nice. Still, for me, no setup that I like or that I would know how to trade. Um, AAOI, so also here, big run up, even gap up. Um, But yeah, just a random stock. Nothing to see here, nothing interesting for me. Also here we have signs of weakness in the last couple of sessions. So basically, also, if anything, this could be a short opportunity, but also for that, it seems too random. AGX. mm, yeah, very clean moves in the past, right? So really clean moves. Then this big gap up after earnings with 35% surprise on the earnings and 19% surprise on the sales, which is nice. So it really then consolidated a bit, broke out again, and just went up, up, up. So that's a really nice chart here. It built some kind of flag, found support on the 50, um, regained the 10 and the 20, but yeah, it's an okay chart, but it's not interesting for me. Then we have AI, which is pretty choppy at the moment, so also nothing for me. ALAB, yeah, that was also a pretty decent run in the last months, but at the moment it's just a random uptrend. No entry point for me. Alaska Air Group, looking pretty strong actually, but still, yeah, no setup. AMBA, random chart. AMSC, American Superconductor. Yeah, the superconductors were really strong in the last, I don't know, 2 years. So in general, pretty interesting, but yeah, for me, it's just I don't know. I don't know. At the moment, I will not do anything with AMSC. Here we have Uploving Corporation. Yeah, this one had a run in the last, I don't know, since 2 years or so. It just went up, 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 up all the time. And now it's maybe building a base, maybe building a base. But I mean, you have to be cautious, right? At the moment, breakouts are really lots of breakouts fail, right? So we have challenging market environments at the moment. So which means we have a pretty decent number of breakouts on the scans and so on, yes, but we have lots of breakouts that just fail. And we really, if we want to search for breakouts that could work, that have a good chance to work, we really need to focus on the very best. And this one here definitely doesn't belong. The chart here is really not doesn't look, yeah, it's not a nice setup, basically. So, yeah, in crazy markets, this could be good enough to just give it a shot, but we really have to be cautious. AR random random chart. Aimer Sports. Yeah, yeah. I mean, not too bad actually. Had a nice breakout here. If you look at chart, let's say, yeah, yeah. It was a little bit tricky maybe, but then we had a fake out here with volume, which didn't work. Even a pretty harsh shakeout intraday, but then we really have this range, this line here, right? This which then at some point it really climbed above it with volume, and from there it finally went off, which now results in around 40% price increase. Yeah, okay. But at the moment, nothing for me, definitely. Also here, signs of weakness, not interested. We have here um, pretty nice base. Oh, I forgot to look to activate the side panel, which I of course need to see what company do we have here. Um, so market cap 3.5 billion. Okay. Yeah, looking pretty nice actually. Big institutional ownership, which is a good sign, of course. So in this case, it's okay if the stock goes back to the 50 or even the 100. If it finds support there, that's not a really bad sign in this case. But yeah, it's pretty weak. And as I said, we really can only take the very best breakouts at the moment. Everything else is just yeah, it's just gambling. Also here, super choppy, then this big red candle. So this pretty much shows how difficult the market environment at the moment can be, or is actually. Also here we had this run up. Okay, okay, then ooh, already here we could anticipate that it's not really strong, but then bam, just going down. And since then, it's basically surfing the 10-day on the bottom side. So if anything, this would be I think that would be a short. And here that's the of reply uh, $75. Just short with next stop 514-ish dollars. So yeah, could be a short, but I'm not interested in shorting at the moment, so I will not do anything. BE, just a random pattern, random chart. BMA, had a breakout here. Was okay. Was okay. Up 17, 18%. Yeah, was okay. I mean, not too clean, not too promising, but with a really good, really well-defined risk. So, yeah, pretty nice. Dutch Bros, mm, just a random movement. No setup for me. Signs of weakness breaking down. Next stop here would be around 22.30 or something. So, yeah, definitely. If anything, then a short opportunity. Here, just random uptrend. A little bit similar as the one we looked at before. Axon. No, it wasn't Axon. Which one was it? Uh, ATGE. Yeah. Yeah, pretty similar, but I don't know. Just a weak breakout, and wasn't even tight. So yeah, I didn't do anything. Very choppy. Also here, random chart, Serens or how is it called? I don't know. CRNC. So it had a really big candle here on, yeah, 3 sessions ago. I think it was Friday. Really big run up. And then already signs of weakness on day two. Actually, this can be great short opportunities, but you shouldn't really short on day two, right? So here it would have worked, but these things can really run for days before they are interesting short opportunities. So I didn't short it, but yeah, I think every trader had this on his scan in one way or the other because it just went up, gapped up already 30%, and then it just ran up. Let's see, just ran up 75% intraday. So crazy. Actually, I don't even know the news. I have no idea. All right, then CUK, Carnival also here, build up, okay, but then bam, breakdown. Next stop is 20-ish. So, if anything, that would be a short opportunity with maybe risk would be okay. But as I said, I'm not interested in shorting at the moment. I'm concentrating on some clean, long breakouts. Just random movement, building a base could take a couple of days. Mm, Random movement, pretty much. Brinker. I'm watching this since days, actually. I even have a position. I entered a small position. Where was it? Here. Yes, on the Thursday. Yeah. I entered a small position here, which I'm still in, but mm, it's pretty weak. So yeah, if it stops me out, it's if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Whatever. But it had really clean movements before in the weeks and even months before, so it could go higher if the market is not just breaking down or pulling back harshly. So it's an okay risk reward here, so that's okay for me. That's why I don't really care. I just let it run. Could go to 150, could stop me out today or tomorrow, whatever. I'm fine with whatever it does. EQT, no setup. Also here, it's looking okay some ways, but pretty random, pretty random. So, on the other hand, these banks, the sector, the financial sector, and especially banks, had a pretty strong run the last months. So that's a plus, right? But the chart looks really good to me. So yeah, that's nothing. Random movements. GEO. Yeah, I mean that's actually I like the pretty. I like that. It's flagging, right? So we have this price range that it really respects pretty well. Let me draw that for you. So we have this. Oh, now it's now the. I thought I had already. done it. So that's my alarm here, which is active. So that's I'm really watching it because it had this gap up and then a pretty clean movement, respecting the 10 day, the 20-day, and building some kind of range. It wasn't tight for me. It wasn't tight enough actually. So I didn't do anything here, but I'm just watching it and I want to know if it breaks out. I want to see how and if and when it breaks out. So that's why I have an alarm set. Um, yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, just watching what happens. GE Vernova, not a nice chart for me. Also here we had this very nice breakout actually. If you look at that one, we had this price range or this yeah, it's not a price range actually, it's a range, but you know what I mean. Which it respected for days, consolidating while still building higher lows and respecting the 20-day, and then it really broke out with what is that, maybe four times volume. So that was a pretty nice risk reward, definitely, which I didn't take. I saw it, but I just, I don't know. I wasn't sure. I don't know this company. I didn't take anything. But I mean, yeah, 13%, 40%, 14% in 2 3 days, 4 days. Yeah, I mean it's nice. And if you look at the risk, you already had 2.5% risk versus yeah, already as of today 13 14% reward. And given that the market doesn't change too much in the next couple of weeks, this thing could really just at least continue for 1 2 weeks or so. I mean, there's just I don't know. No one knows what will happen. But even if you what I would do if I had a position here, I would move the stop loss to moving average. So I would move the stop loss to maybe 76 or something today and trail it. So you almost have a guaranteed win, a guaranteed win on this trade. And it could, I think it could easily go to 75 or so in the next couple of sessions. And then yeah. Depending on the market environment, you could still sell half or sell the whole position, depending what happens in the rest of the market or the sector in this time. All right. GH, mm, nothing for me. GKOS. Nice run up over weeks, over months, actually over years. It's running up since 23 May here. In May 23, that was the yeah. It has had a pullback, but then actually okay in December 23, big breakout, and since then it's just going up. But it's too slow for me. It's too slow for me. GLBE breaking down. Signs of weakness. GME. Oh yeah, GME. I mean the meme stock, right? Yeah, I traded it back in 20, what is 21? No, no. What is that? No, I mean here. 21. Yeah. I traded a little bit back here, made some profit, but this thing, I don't know. Until then, I really avoided all these ultra hot meme stocks because I thought I couldn't handle them, and I almost couldn't handle it then. So I don't know. I think today I could, but then I was overwhelmed. I made a little profit of maybe 10%, 15% or something in I don't know, 15 minutes. With I'd only did day trading. I really was fearful that this thing could gap down like 80% overnight. That was really my fear. So yeah, I just did some day trading, but. I mean, bah, look at this. And then it just really slowly. went down, 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 and it was revived in June a little bit, but only for a couple of days. Or yeah, I mean, look at that. As always, most people are losing money here. Some pros and some traders make money, of course. I didn't even bother here. It was too wild for me, to be honest. It then again went down, 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 consolidated quite nicely and broke out here, and now is on an uptrend for the last 2 months or so. But ah, yeah, as I said, for me it's just too random. I don't see a setup. I mean, to be clear, if I would see a setup here, I would trade it. I mean, for sure. But I've never seen a really clean setup that I wanted to trade with a defined risk reward. So I think I'll pass on this one. But it's fun to watch for sure. Alphabet, Gorilla Technology Group. Yeah, that was also very nice. Very nice run up here. It went up. What is this? 330% in, oh, I didn't even look, in 35 days, so not even 2 months. So that's, I mean, yeah. But of course you have to be careful, right? If a stock runs up this much in such a short amount of time, the risk increases and lots of short opportunities open, right? So I didn't see anyone, or I didn't see any short opportunity for me here. And as I said, I'm not really shorting at the moment, but if I was interested in shorting, I definitely would have had a closer look at the RRR. Grr. But yeah, what a tricky one, even if it wasn't easy to short. GTLS, no setup, no setup. Uh, trending down, random chart. Ooh, big breakdown of IDCC. Um, yeah, the whole sector broke down yesterday, so I think that's the reason. But I think it broke down even more here, the stock. So I think there was some news, maybe some bad news. I don't know. But anyway, there's no setup for me at the moment. Also here, nothing to see, nothing interesting. Uh, break out 3 days ago, but nah, nothing for me. It, uh, well, need some time, maybe. Who knows? Random chart, chart. So I think I will go a little bit faster through the rest because what I see already, there are not many breakouts that are interesting for me. So yeah, and I mean, most of the charts here tell me the same story, so my comments will would be the same comments anyway. So I will go a little bit faster through this list, and yeah, later maybe look when market opens if there is yeah, how it goes first hour or so, and then I think I'll look again tomorrow. Yeah, right. It's looking good actually. I like the setup. I mean, it's not a setup yet, but it could, in a couple of days, it could be interesting if it builds the space. Or, but yeah, which sector was it? Okay, now lunar intuitive machines. Yeah, I mean that one had a run. I mean, it was in every chat, in every forum, in every social media, whatever. It just went up, up, up. But I don't know. I don't see a setup. Actually, I even missed it back then. So yeah. But yeah, now I'm just lo looking at it here and there, but nothing to do for me at the moment. New Amsterdam. Yeah, I have this alarm set. As you see, the yellow line here, that's the alarm. So if it goes above this line, yeah, I will get a yeah, an alarm. And let's see, it's not really tight, but it has shown some good relative strength in the last weeks. And if this thing goes, it can go to, I don't know, maybe 30, 35. So depending on the setup, when it breaks out, could be a good risk reward. Let's see. Naughty, extreme, jump here, breakdown. So yeah, I can delete this line. So that's no. So in signs of weakness, and also here next stop could be around 25. So yeah, definitely no setup at the moment. Hmm, yeah, wild moves, breaking down, breaking down. Oh yeah, I can delete the alarm here for sure. That's not. Ah, yes, that's nothing. That's really nothing for me here. Yeah, that's also the quantum theme that drove pretty much all of the quantum stocks, but seems to be over. I don't know, but at least it's no setup for me. Roblox, yeah, I missed this breakout. It wasn't really it was an okay breakout, right? If I wouldn't have missed it, I think I would have taken a position, but yeah, I missed it, so whatever. Rubric, signs of weakness. Gonna delete the alarm. Yep, Reddit. Mhm. Yeah, nothing for me. Nothing for me. Rimin. Yep, Rocket Lab. Yeah, yeah. I took a small position intraday and I got stopped out 30 minutes later. So on the daily, there's no setup for me. Road, ROAD, no setup. Rum. That's that's a cool ticker name. Rum. RVLV, signs of weakness breaking down. Signs of weakness. So what we see is really the last maybe 10 days. So 1 week, 10 days. Really lots of weak stocks. So which of course correlates with QQQ or Nasdaq composite and so on. So it's a pretty much it's a challenging environment at the moment. Or I mean, yeah, challenging. It just breakouts don't really work very well. So if you want to take breakouts in this market environment, you really have to focus on the really very best ones. If you trade, yeah, if you trade setups that aren't really super nice and really have a tight range, a really good risk reward, you're just going to lose money, I think. That's what I see. That's what I see myself. That is what I hear from all the traders I am in contact with. So breakouts really work, of course, but not all the time. So you really have to look at the market. You need some kind of market filter to be able to know is it the time in which breakouts even can work, or if the probability is good or not. So talking about good setups, this one is one I took where you see we had this long clean move building higher lows, higher highs, so basically a run up or a slight trending stock. It then gapped up on good earning reports with, oh yeah, that was the 120% surprise. So yeah, pretty nice in earnings and 18% surprise in sales. So pretty nice, or very nice. Um, so yeah, we had this big gap up, and then it got tighter and tighter, and then yesterday, no, 2 days ago, it broke out of this range, this blue line here, with good volume, actually, right? With double volume of the day before, and even double of the average volume of the week or 10 days before. So pretty nice. And since then, it's up 18%. Yeah, 17, yeah, 18%. Pretty nice. And we had a fake out here 4 sessions ago, which with okay volume. So I think some trades got shaken out here because it was pretty choppy, I think. But yeah, normally if a stock, I mean, yeah, if the stop loss hits, that doesn't mean that the stock has something against you. It just means that you should wait for another opportunity. And this other opportunity then came 2 days later in the form of this breakout, which then worked. So I think this thing can really go to 110 easily. I mean, easy, really. Maybe in 30 days or so. I mean, I don't know. Of course, it shouldn't continue this fast because then it has a higher chance of falling back accordingly. But if it now just regains the average climbing speed, that would be really interesting. But yeah, anyway, I will trail my stop loss, so I have guaranteed profit in any way, and if it stops me out, it stops me out. So I'm okay. All right, no setup, no setup, no setup, and ooh, yep, that is also. If anything, this would be a short setup. And yeah, here is another pretty nice breakout. So we had this consolidation phase here, found support on the 20, on the 10, got tighter and tighter, and then it had a breakout with maybe 4 times volume of the previous 5 sessions, or average 4 or 5 times the average volume of the previous 5 sessions. So good volume. And yeah, as we see here, we also had a pretty well defined risk reward. It's not a really fast moving stock, but yeah, you would be up 6.9% with a risk of around 1.7%. So pretty okay, actually. And also here, trailing stop loss, so you will be in guaranteed profit region. All right, yeah, so that's it for today. We went through all these 122 stocks, which are the leaders of the last 3 months. I hope you, um, yeah, maybe saw an opportunity for you, or let me know if you have any questions. Let me know in the comments. And yeah, I will try to answer every one of them. Um, yeah, good luck in the markets. As I said, be cautious. We have a good market, but at the moment, yeah, breakout are likely to fail, and so just be cautious. Really focus on the very best breakouts, and sometimes it's good just to sit on your hands and wait until the chance for breakouts gets better or bigger again, and don't overtrade. So yeah, have a great day. See you next time. Bye.